Let me get different. Welcome to Verbal Creek Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show right here. I got my partner, man, Tim, definitely in the building. We finna dialogue on a lot of different subjects. I got my partner Steve in the building. He definitely, matter of fact, you might remember him from an episode. He was going by the title of Brother Black, and he's still Brother Black. You know what I mean? With me today, definitely, man. This is Cold Black. I got Tim in the house. We definitely finna continue a conversation we was having, but I just wanted to let you all in on the conversation because you don't get this wisdom and this energy that often in one room. So. Yeah, Brother Black, what you was thinking on?
I was just saying that what we need to have our kids and young people focus on is that when the scientists come about, they're talking about our DNA and how it carries from one generation to the next.
Right.
And it is coded into you. It is.
Right.
That is true.
Right.
Because genealogy is something that you cannot change.
Right.
You can't change it. I don't care what you do to it, you can't change it. And from your ancestry, you should know about the visions that the Creator give you.
Right.
You should pretty much know what you're capable of.
Right.
If your genealogy puts you in the position of being a warrior, you're gonna find yourself always in a battle.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a physical battle; it could be a mental battle. But if your genealogy, if you were one of the warriors, the original warriors that was in your genes, that's what you were going to continue to produce, and that's what you continue to be. If you were a builder, and that was in your genes, your family, somehow along the line, you will continue to build.
Right.
If you were a leader, if you were a king, that's what you will continue to be along the lines until the existence, as long as your genealogy exists.
Right. Now, brother, hold on. That's profound because that was one of the tools used against us because we couldn't recognize one another.
We couldn't recognize.
I could recognize that builder. I could recognize that scholar. You know what I mean? We could recognize that warrior, and we knew, okay, well, no, they do this, but when we came together, it was equal mutual respect.
That's right.
Wasn't no I'm up here and this person down here, and because every aspect was important.
That's right.
You need the scholar just as much as you need the warrior. You need the warrior just as much as you need the builder.
As much as you need the builder. And it was a collaboration of people with that what you call a line of respect for one another. And whether it came from one tribe or another tribe, that line of respect was held together. There were people in place for that. It was not just the kings, the builders, the warriors, the religious aspect of it. These all people came together to do one thing. To do one thing. To keep what was natural going. To keep what was natural going. Right. Now, the reason why we don't have that is because somebody figured out that we had all of this knowledge, all of this power, and it continuously developed. Right. And so they figured that, hey, we got to figure out a way to knock this society of people off of this continuation cycle. We got to figure out a way to break them. And how would they do that? It's easy to break a person that's willing to let you in to their place and to their comfort zone. It's easy.
Right.
It's
You
really
saying
easy.
right.
It would take all it took was somebody to become your friend.
Wait. Are you saying that hold up, man. Are you saying that when we gave them knowledge, when they was in the caves, we came over there
and we taught them.
And we taught them.
We taught them.
And they rose up and tore our ass.
That's right. That's what they did.
You know, like when you was young, your mom said, "Why don't you go ride over there? Lead up over there. You ride right on over there."
Yeah. You know, and
man.
We taught them how to what is that word? This big fancy word that they use. How to be whatever the big word they like to use. But we taught them how to be rulers.
Right. Yeah,
we taught them how to fashion their people.
That's right.
But see, they took it a step further. We taught them how to survive with one another.
Right. Okay.
The step that they took from that was how to conquer.
Right.
That's what they took. And then once they found out that it worked within themselves, see, you know, white people enslaved their own people.
Right. They did.
Way before they enslaved us.
Right.
You know? Right. And we didn't. The way that we did trade with one another as families, back in the beginning of time, it was not considered slavery. It was a trade-off. It was a trade-off
Right.
of my people coming to work inside to help your village build so you can get like my village. So you can build up and have the same build up that we have. We wasn't controlling you, you wasn't controlling us. And I would give you my people for a certain time. And for a certain time, you were going to give me supplies and things that I need to keep my city going. Mm-hmm. But see, now the European concept was to dominate that.
Right.
Was to devise, to send in a Trojan horse and to conquer what was already set up, to tear it down. First, they started tearing it down. Why? They started tearing it down. People think they tear it down from the head, but it was from the bottom.
Right.
They got down to the bottom of the people. And just like the serpent did in the garden, he started to convince them that you don't want to live like this.
Right.
You want to live like them up there. And I got a way. And what we're going to do is I'm going to help you get up there and bring your family up there so that you can live like that. Even though they're giving you everything you need. But wouldn't you want to sit on the throne?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to be king?
Yeah, you think you do. Yeah,
You know, so this was their way of sabotage. And they sent in their Trojan horse and start from the bottom and work their way up. And by the time he got to the king was in a non-defensive posture.
Right. He couldn't defend
He
himself.
could not defend against his own people.
Yeah.
When you've been taught wrong,
Right.
you'll do wrong.
It's automatic.
It's automatic.
Yeah. It's
automatic.
that's it.
That's it. You know, and that's what they did.
But the thing, but it takes time though.
It takes
The
time.
process, it ain't gonna just fall. You know what I mean? But
like I say, we'll go back to genealogy. We'll go back to your genealogy. What was born and birthed in you cannot be changed. You may quieten it down for a little while.
right.
You may put it on a bookshelf for a minute,
Right,
but
but
it will start to redevelop itself.
It
It will start to as we sit in this room, the three of us. There's the small amount of knowledge that we have. If we added 3 more brothers and gave them the same amount of knowledge and they gave us what they had, that's why the gene never dies.
Yeah,
It
come
never
on.
dies.
We pass it on.
We pass it on. You know, we do not try to control it for ourselves. If you control it for yourselves, it'll never continue. It'll never continue.
So family history is good to know what your folks did.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
So
good
you
to
can
know.
carry it on, and they mastered it though.
Mhm.
They were masters of it at one time.
Absolutely, and you can see it in yourself. You can see what you're doing today as a person. That okay, where did you start off at? You looked around. Can you remember the first time that you saw something and you felt like that's just not right?
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah, something ain't right.
You know?
Yeah.
Something ain't right.
You don't know
and
where
you-
it's something
and
right.
you say it in your mind and in
Right.
your heart. You say, "I'm gonna change that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that way. I'm not gonna allow that to happen."
All right.
See,
Yeah.
that's the genealogy when it begins to kick back in.
It should.
Mm.
The ancestors talking to you.
Talking
man.
to you. Said, no, it doesn't have to. It once wasn't like that.
Right.
You have the power to change
You
it.
correct it to how it work.
That's right. Bring
Yeah.
it back to what it was meant to be.
Yeah.
You know?
Because they
That's what we struggle
yeah.
with. You know.
They operating. They operating off a lie, not a whole full truth.
Oh man, we so far from the truth. It's unbelievable.
That
It's unbelievable.
But we stack so many. We stack the foundation on top of the lie, and now everybody got to keep the lie going because if not, everything falls down.
Everything. Everything.
And then can we deal with life after it, you know what I mean? After it all just, I mean, look at that government shutdown, man. Folks still losing money.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ready, prepared? I mean, man, it's crazy.
Are we ready to prepare to go into a zone to where you have to start over and rebuild?
Right.
No, not in these here United States.
Yeah.
But if you go to the Far East, to our brothers and sisters over there who constantly, daily, on a day-to-day basis, have to rebuild their lives because of what one another has destroyed.
Yeah.
From one village to the next, and blowing up schools,
Right,
and blowing
we-
up buildings, and all the way over to where our brothers, where we originated from.
Right.
They have to rebuild on a day-to-day basis, so they don't. They know that, and the government is still choking them, so to speak.
Right, right.
So, but here in this U.S., if we got to that point to where we became war torn and they tore down everything and blew up every building, oh man, this place would be a mess.
And we can't even
Some of
farm no more. We
you don't
grow
have no
tomato
land.
right
You
here. Man,
Yeah, you can't.
you ain't in a box, as you talking about.
Yeah, what you gonna cover your house with? You can't stay inside these thin walls if they pollute the air. You know,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
but the ones who have designed they designed the Astrodome that they
See,
can, you know.
and the only reason why I say that though is because of that talk with Putin and Trump, that arms race they trying to kick up, and they tearing up the treaty.
Oh yeah.
Of the nuclear war and weapons, but you don't know that the scary part is you don't know if it's an act or if it's real.
If it's real, that's right.
You know, if are they doing this on purpose because it's something that they want to get out of it? Because the only reason I say that today, I say that, and it's because that whole thing about the illegal aliens coming to America, like Tom Brokaw said. Tom Brokaw, man, everybody know Tom Brokaw from telling news. He said he don't want no brown babies over here. They upset. The white man is saying that his birth rate is going to zero. They saying that they not producing enough to sustain a culture or a population. They saying that when they mix it with the black and the brown, that the child not coming out looking like their grandpa back in the day, man. They don't like that, man.
They don't like that.
That's why I be telling the man, leave them alone, man. That man do not like you fooling with
That's
it,
right.
because he want to see himself.
What you think?
He don't
You
want.
know what? Because they're going to be obsolete.
They were absolutely, and that's the problem. That's what they fighting on, man. They fight. They like, man. They fighting for their survival.
That's right. It's already, but society has not woken up to it yet. It's already a small amount of them. It always has been.
I was happy, right?
It has never been a great multitude of them,
Right.
like it is of us.
Right.
It is a great multitude of us, and we continue to have the great multitude. Even when you compare it to those whose skin is not as dark as ours, the Chinese, the Hispanics. Those two different races there. The Italians.
When we say Spain, about Spain or
Spain,
Mexico?
Spain,
Okay,
Spain. Not Mexico.
Yeah.
Mexico's Indian. That's not Spain.
Exactly. That's Indian.
But that there's always been a small group of those real light colored people.
Right.
And they've never had a whole lot of people to control, but they use the power of submission in order to stay in control, and they use that by submitting to those people who were of a darker color that were already in power. They use their power to gain more power. And that's basically the way it is today. It's still in that same cycle. Still in the same cycle, and until we wake up and say enough is enough. It'll continue to happen. But I believe that one day this struggle will come to a point of satisfaction of the people, and I don't mean that it's going to be to where we are empowered to where we are going to subject the same amount of punishment that was projected on us. I don't believe that's going to happen.
Oh, you saying like we'll do them the way they did us?
Yeah, I don't believe we'll do that. I think that once we do get the knowledge and the power, we have the knowledge. But once we do get into the place of power, that our power will go back to the same way it was originated, helping one another, helping each other to survive, building the kingdom and keeping it going like it's supposed to be.
But can we build the kingdom with them in it?
Ooh, brother. That's a hard
question. And the only reason why I say that.
That's a hard question to answer that, brother.
Only reason why I say that, man,
yeah,
is because how it says that he makes all things new.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that if they came with that same mindset that put us on this course in the first place,
right?
How can you go inside of a man and know his mind? I guess you can tell by the actions. But still,
just like we struggle to make a difference, to change things to a way that we believe that they should be, and it became to the point to where we were given all the power once again. Then those people who the power was taken from, there will always be that mindset. The threat of war is that I'm going to get that power back somehow, some way. That's how we fight to get it back. But we're not fighting it in a violent way. Right. We're fighting it in a way that we know best. That's in our makeup. We're peaceful people, and we're sharing people. We're people that are creative, and we don't mind showing our creativity to one another. We tend to want to give knowledge and information, but can we survive with that race of people? That's a good question, brother.
Yes,
Vince. That's a good question. I can't even begin to answer that. All I know is that from what, go back to what we've been taught. What we've been taught since we've been here on this earth is that what? They can't be trusted.
Yeah,
They'll do whatever they can to manipulate you.
Yeah,
once the terror arrives, when it's peacetime, they are your brother and your friend. But when the terror arrives, they get back on the other side of the line and put you out there by yourself.
Oh man, it's it's an array, man. We talked about array of subjects because they're all important, but not just on our side, on the white man's side too, because the whole world is looking at him and saying, "Come on, enough's enough." I mean, and then the lies. You just had the Virginia governor that caught him in blackface with the Ku Klux Klan man. First he said, "Yo, one of him." Then he come out and say, "Well, no, that wasn't me. The one was me. I was dressed as Michael Jackson." Come on, you got Trump outright just.
Oh, come
on. The only good thing I like about Trump though is the fact that he put it on the table. Well, he ain't hiding here. This is what it is, and what you gonna do about it?
I can respect a man that'll come to me and tell me, I don't like black people.
Yeah, that's real, dude. Because I don't like you either.
I don't like you either. But he's not hiding it.
That's right.
He's not standing behind that white sheet and you don't know who he is.
That's right.
See, Trump put himself out there.
Yeah,
he said, "Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know this is where I stand. This is what I don't like.
Let's deal.
Now, what you gonna do about it?"
That's right.
He said it on national TV time and time again. He said, "I can walk down the streets of California and kill a cop and kill anybody and won't go to jail."
Yeah. So like I said, New York. That's right.
He meant that.
And he know it.
And he know it.
He ain't.
And that's what these people are mad about because they're saying, "Oh, I didn't expect that to happen. I didn't expect him to be that type of president." No, you wanted him to be a president that continuously lied to you.
Right.
But Trump telling you the truth, just like it is, he don't care about nobody unless they people that's gonna put money in his pocket.
And the poor white, the poor whites, he don't care. He won't even let y'all look at his country club. You can't even drive by there. Get your boy ass. You ain't playing golf with Trump.
No,
none of his voters.
No, you ain't playing no golf with him. He tell you in a minute.
You ain't at all, bro. It ain't happening. You know what I mean?
That dude, man, that's something else.
Okay, the last session we gonna close it out, though, bro. The last thing is, okay, you got 2020 election coming up, and the Democrats, man, is full. You got Kamala Harris. I don't know, Stacey Abrams. But let me finish. I'm gonna throw something out there though. You got Kamala Harris, Stacey Abrams, Cory Booker, right? I like all of them. But you know who can beat Trump? Easy. Omarosa, man. Omarosa can get it.
You think?
I know she can get it.
She can get it?
Why Trump say, when I ask Trump about Omarosa, Trump say, she vicious.
Yeah,
he call her vicious. You know what Omarosa said?
She won't let up.
Omarosa say, if you in the woods and you see me in a band to fight, she said, help the bear.
Don't help her.
Don't help her. Just help the bear.
Yeah. That's Sister Red.
But she read it, but they don't like it. That's the reason why I say, hold on, give me five. Bro, that's my daughter asking me a question. We live Very Pretty Radio. But in this political landscape coming on, I mean, and the only reason why I ask this question is the fact that are we voting our interest? You know what I mean? How do we vote our self-interest? Do we know what we want and expect? I mean, my interest might be different from another person's interest. Mine might be like, look, man, I'm missing my Social Security, I'm missing my retirement, or some might be like, okay, I'm voting whoever probably gonna lower property tax. Somebody said, I don't, do you know what? Or some could be, don't mess with my leave Obamacare alone because I need this so and so.
That's right. Some of us would take our political standpoint on the type of business that we're in.
Right, on type of business
whatever job we have or what are we doing. So is it going to benefit me in this business? Or some of us have only one view, some have several.
Your own self-interest.
Yeah, your own self-interest. You're right.
Because somebody going to get hurt in the process.
Yes, somebody going to be disappointed because they're not going to be able to cover all of our interests.
Right.
Whoever we elect is not going to cover all of our interests. You know?
Oh, man, it's wild. But, man, look, I appreciate having y'all on the show. I enjoyed it, man. Definitely building. That's going to come around once a year, man. You know how I feel. Definitely, man, we'll keep you all posted, and we definitely not finished, man. But everybody out there, keep building, keep searching knowledge, and we got